Welcoming everyone here for the great launch of Seikastu, the Quintessence of Enlightenment. It gives me immense happiness to welcome each of you for Dr. Pam's 14th book launch, Seikastu. I am Gausia Kapadia, your anchor and hostess for evening. As each of you settle in your chair to witness and observe the unfolding of the events, do be mindful to enjoy the various savories served here. We are excited to have you with us. Once again, good evening to each of you. Let me take the privilege and honor to introduce you about Dr. Pam, author of Seikastu. Dr. Pramila Sri Mangalam is a 50 top global mental health leader, Good Karma Award winner, author, psychotherapist and life coach with over 2 decades of experience. Most recently in this year, in the first week of Jan, the Perfect Woman group announced Dr. Pam's name to be in the top 100 international iconic women to 2022. Congratulations to you, Dr. Pam. It's a privilege for me hosting your launch, ma'am. I feel super thrilled and happy. She is the founder of MindScan, a center for healing, inner transformation and evolution. She has authorized many books, healing decks, and has been featured in TV and magazines. She has featured as one of the most promising and strong leader in the field of mind, psychology, life and science, each equivalent and summing up to the essence of metaphysics, healing, spirituality and lights. She is superior in her thought process. This book will bring a lot of advantages for our students, college students and more. And also, ma'am, I will take a book too, if you don't mind. I'm your first fan here. In her field to the contribution to humanity and service of positive psychology tools, workshops and personal handicrafted healing and assessment programs, Dr. Pam has been awarded with many awards. She has an outstanding range of 14 plus awards for being top 50 global mental health leader, Young Woman Achievers Award, Most Bright Perfect Achiever Award, Times of India Speaking Tree, Good Karma Award winner, recognition and honor by Success India Today, and many more. Dr. Pam and her team has their online presence and to travels worldwide, teaching, mentoring and guidance, humanity into the pathway of life, learning, healing and practical tips in finding the balance with mind and life. Her pathway into the emerging adaptable yet mystic field of science is filled with hope, joy and multiple successful experiences. This is Dr. Pam's 14th title launch. Congratulations, ma'am. Dr. Pam, I would invite you to the stage, please, ma'am. To grace the stage with ma'am and to take this forward, I would now welcome the following members. Mr. Sandeep, Ms. Satyavati, Ms. Chadu and Ms. Nagalakshmi.
So, greetings to one and all again. First of all, heartiest congratulations to Dr. Pam for her wonderful 14th work on Seikastu. Can we have a round of applause for her, please? Thank you very much. So, Dr. Pam, I request you to please address the forum with your experiences, your journeys about Seikastu.
Sure. Thank you, Sandeep. Good evening, everyone. I humbly welcome each of you for joining me in today's evening's celebrations, the Zen Master's Lights. And any amount of gratitude, any amount of acknowledgement is not enough for the presence that each of you have blessed me with. It is your asking about finding the solutions to life that has helped me to really connect with the further essence and flow of life with lights. While we all are aware that life is filled with lights, but it is also taking a lot of work with meditations and the process that involves with downloading of contents. Download comes from the lights, but to receive it is also your inspiration. And while I cannot ever say enough of gratitude also to the lights, because the way the lights have been blessing for these words, this wisdom, to help hearts of the humanity to be healed, to be activated with the lights. And of course, that's also with the work of the masters, the ascended masters, the great evolved masters who gifted us the wisdom, the power to heal, and also to burn the karmas. All of us human beings carry karmas at many levels. While you might have heard it in our classes, but also again, reaffirming that we have various files like ancestral karma files, soul baggages, spiritual blocks, as well as past life baggages, and so do the present life baggages. So each of this, every human being eventually has to offload. For that, relationships becomes very important, and also the spiritual relationships becomes even more evolutionary in that aspect. While some may give us pain, some may give us stress, some may give us happiness, some may also help us to ascend. The ones that has given us the maximum pain are the ones that helps us to highly evolve. And also the ones that gives us happiness are the ones who are helping us or encouraging us, or our spiritual buddies to help us, like, look, you have miles to go before you go off to sleep. So as this journey went ahead in the last couple of years, and when the masters and the lights guided that you have to carry out many more works with the lights, I continue to remain in the eternal surrender. And as most of you all know, that I'm not a person with lot of conversations, or I cannot keep talking with you guys. My WhatsApp goes unanswered, my calls may not be attended, but that's the way of surrender the lights have led me to. And my work is always to keep writing, meditating, connecting with the knowledge. And of course, that's all of you have been inspiring me throughout. But yet your love, your inspiration, and also your heart conversations are always heard in your meditations, and of course also understood with the kind of love that you have always been giving. So the journey of Seikastu, when it was unfolding in a whole new way last year, we were out in a local hill station for a meditative journey. And there in the morning time, when you are meditating with the sunlight, enjoying and absorbing the dewdrops from the green grasses and the aromas, came the appearance of the light masters. So obviously, when you asked who are these masters, came the guidance that they are the Zen masters. Zen masters are also called as the monks who enlightened. We know Master Buddha, the world-renowned ascended master, and of course the master who has followed the Zen philosophy of life. We know Mother Kuan Yin, we know Mother Avalokiteshvara, we know White Tara goddess. They are all realized in the philosophy of life with lights. That means living mindfully, eating mindfully, chewing mindfully, thinking mindfully, and to observe the inner stillness. And why these Zen masters appeared, I understood when masters said world is on a chaos, on a race to accomplish so many things, but they have lost their inner peace. And how do we find the inner peace? Of course, the mindfulness beings knows that it is with meditation and spiritual healings and surrender and self-healing processes. But mindfulness is the easiest technique, the way we can connect with, engaging our mind to be grounded in what we are doing. And of course, along with that, when we apply a little senses, positive thinking, it really brings a big ocean of shift into our consciousness. That is how the unfolding of the Zen masters appeared. And it was a very, very easy journey because it just took about 4 months roughly to complete the 12 chapters there. And each of those chapters, while we know about the themes, that how we have, all got interest about, caring to our life, working with our working culture, how to connect with our children mindfully, how to connect with society mindfully, and how to keep giving back to the source. So these techniques actually helped us with the key essence. Then came the time about the title. The title Seikastu. While each of you found a little perception into it, Seikastu is nothing but your and my journey. In Japanese, it is simply the journey called life. But what does Seikastu lead us to? Seikastu leads us to find our own unique zenness while feeling hopeful, positive, and eliminate stress from our life. The simple techniques that the Zen master gave, I think all of you might be aware about the Zen techniques in many ways. Because if you are vivid readers, if you have enjoyed connecting with the topics of Zenness or positivity or peace, then you might have definitely tapped onto the consciousness of Zenness some way or the other. But here, the Zen masters gives you a little to-do activity, which is the main highlight of the entire Seikastu. And these are very easily doable activities. And when we do that, we immediately find the happiness with the Zen energy. And that's how Seikastu came into the light unfolding. And while there was a little work before this, which was complete about Master Sai Baba and Master Swami Samarth, which was supposed to be the 14th title, the Zen masters walked in and said, 2023, the Seikastu has to be the first one that has to go out into the lights, because this year is very, very unique in comparison to the previous years. Of course, it is higher connected with spiritualism, but more so, it is needed for the mindlessness to be brought down to mindful states. And for that, Seikastu is a Zen essence. So here it is about the Seikastu journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We will go for Mr. Chalu's talk.
I would like to officially welcome all of you here, family, friends, believers, enthusiasts. A very, very warm welcome to the beautiful book launch of Seikastu. Many congratulations to all of us for being here, actually, because it's an absolute honor and privilege to share the space and the presence of course, Dr. Pam ma'am, Surinder Sirji, and everybody in the Mindscan family. It is an absolute honor for me to be standing here in front of you all, commencing this light-filled and divine-guided event. Not only are we supremely blessed to be in the presence of living ascended masters of light, Dr. Pramila Srimangalam, as well as Surinder Sirji and Sunita ma'am, but we are also surrounded by the love and lights of the Zen masters as well as the Mindscan family. And I'm sure all of us all sitting here can beautifully feel the love, the lights of Zen masters flowing through us. Quick introduction about the book. This book, Seikastu, being the 14th creation from Lights from Dr. Pramila Srimangalam, speaks volumes about the serenity of Zenness. The author, which is Dr. Pam ma'am, is the epitome of Zen living, like we all know. And when ma'am decided to gift humanity with this blessing, it came as no surprise as to how swiftly and seamlessly the book came about. Dr. Pam ma'am is pure divine magic, as we all know, and while she dons many hats, a psychotherapist, an NLP practitioner, a spiritual teacher, guru, guide, to us, all of us sitting here, she's our divine mother. We are blessed to be in her awareness, to be a constant part of the divine work that she does, and to be blessed by her grace, love, warmth, lights, and strength always. Eternal soulful gratitude, Dr. Pam ma'am, for being so abundant in your presence. I believe she's busy with the books. But yes, I am going to share my obeisance and my reverence to Dr. Pam ma'am and Surinder Sirji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, when the idea of the book Seikastu came about, and a few of us were blessed with the opportunity to contribute to the book, none of us lesser aware ones actually knew or had any idea of the impact of the book before its launch. And now it has already reached 1 million views. So I believe that deserves a big applause. 1 million views, touching 1 million lives, already before the launch. And it also has received raving reviews from 17 industry and community experts and influencers. And each and every person who's been touched by the book has shared about the deep impact that the book holds. Seikastu, the quintessence of enlightenment, is your guide to an organic, happy, holistic, and purpose-driven life, the Zen Master's way of life. The one term that was constant in the awareness while reading the book was balance of nature. Why is it so calming? Why is it so centering, grounding, and yet so empowering? Dr. Pam dives deep into the core of mankind's requirement of all of the above. In today's hyper-evolutionary times, finding the calm in the chaos. The book beautifully narrates how working and being one with the rhythm of Mother Earth, of Mother Nature, we can constructively and constitutionally shift the narrative of our stories. From a chaotic, non-directional, and purposeless life to a conscientious, expansive, and mindful existence. The 12 affirmations and light codes, like ma'am suggested, is one of the simplest way and yet most empowering additions to our routines that we can have. This book is a natural extension of the Zen Master's teachings and is a real gift to the humanity. Not only are the learnings instrumental in creating a state of absolute abundance, productivity, and excellence in professional space, but it also creates inner happiness, contentment, and realigns one with their real spiritual purpose. Once man aligns with this truth, it becomes easiest to live in divine flow and abundance. My supreme congratulations to Dr. Pam ma'am, so brilliantly sculpturing the Zen Master's insights of inner peace, exploring and excelling at the untapped talents for grounding, ascension, and awakening of mankind. My very best to you, Pam ma'am, for the success of the same, and it is an absolute blessing and honor to be sharing this with you. Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much.
We are inviting everyone.
We may be looking for certain answers or solutions about something ongoing, and we are not able to find that answer. At that time, we take a look at our family, or take a look at have a conversation with a friend, or may connect with someone who we supremely honor. So obviously, when they direct or guide us onto that certain thing, okay, for this aspect you are needed to do this technique, or that aspect of solution will be accomplished when you take this step. So that's like a guided guidance that comes to you. And when you take that guidance, obviously, the solution appears. So here the guidance connected with Seikastu means it is a work from the lights. That means it is downloaded through the process of mindful meditation. And where the higher guidance from the light flowed, which were written as the words that is imprinted in your Seikastu book. So that's the guidance, Sandeep. Thank you.
So the next question, Dr. Pam, I would like to ask you is that, that is when you're raising your hand, you're surrendering, right? So that is the way to actually seek the guidance as well. That, dear Divine, I'm surrendering to you, whatever you will guide, and I will do according to that. Now, I would like to go ahead and share one very interesting thing about Dr. Pam, which has really, and then non-stop infinite really influenced me and inspired me. I want to ask you one question. Do you think that our one decision can impact the life of others? Yes, no? Okay. So, I want to say that if we all are here today, it's because of one decision of Dr. Pam, which has not only transformed her life, but all the beings on MindScan who is connected with Dr. Pam has transformed their lives as well. If we all are here and attending this event, and many people who are watching this, I want to say that when Dr. Pam was actually working in a corporate, She had to make a decision. Should she go ahead and quit her corporate job and listen to her soul calling of serving humanity? How many of us have been to such situations where we always felt, I'm not doing what I'm meant to do, but we continue doing that because we wanted to take care of the family, responsibilities, and blah, blah, blah. How many of you feel that you've been in that situation where you want to take the decision, but you could not? Ever? Yeah, I've been to that space as well. But Dr. Pam chose to go ahead and take that leap. She had no clue what is the future going to unfold. She even did not had any idea about who are masters, what is spirituality, how does it work, nothing. But only and only purpose in her heart was, I want to help people who are suffering, help them to live a better life, so that not only I touch their life, but I do the work on earth to touch Mother Earth. That is my sole purpose. And she took that leap, and because of that leap, she continued her 14 years of journey by herself. 14 long years, all by herself, and it's because of her continuous, relentless work and her belief about divinity, about spirituality. We all have gathered together. So, can one decision change your life? We have the answer. So thank you, Dr. Pam, for giving me this opportunity to go ahead and share. And thank you for inspiring us with your decision ability. And you have let me also learn that if I delay something, it is not only going to affect me, it's going to affect all those who are waiting to receive those blessings because of me. So thank you for teaching me that, Dr. Pam. Thank you.
Actually, ma'am, I'm impressed by you. Seriously. I don't know. I feel like I'm purified. I need a person like you in my life, ma'am. Please. I've never respected anyone in my life. As a teacher, I always ran out of the class. I always used to be naughty and very stubborn. But after seeing ma'am, I thought that I never had a teacher like her in my life. Wow. Can we please have Miss Satyavati from Singapore?
Since I'm here with Dr. Pam, with her permission, I would like to read just part of a chapter from the book. Dr. Pam, do I have your permission to read a chapter from the book? Thank you very much for the honor. So, before I got onto stage, I knew I had to do this. So, I picked out a card. If those of you who have your book, you can pick out the card from your book. Card number 7, which is unity. This is a message for the entire group that's present here today. The affirmation is, I take all experiences at a learning level. I am constantly growing and rising. I'll repeat the affirmation. I take all experiences at a learning level. I'm constantly growing and rising. Going to read the chapter number 7. The Taskmaster. Oneness is the pathway. The Zen individuals are always focused on being engaged in tasks. They carry on a curious mindset and accept that certain aspects may be challenging and filled with tests. They neither complain nor are frustrated about these challenges or situations. They come from a space of acceptance and have come to know that experiences or situations comes to them to teach what they have to learn to make them wiser. All experiences are taken only as experiences of learning, and mindful detachment is practiced even while observing it at the mind level. Mindfully and temporarily, they pull their energy from the situation and thereafter observe, reflect, and understand it independently. They do not push any situations or experiences. but rather are always mindful to practice gratitude and meditation at all times in all states. The Zen individuals believe that once a lesson is learned, the situation ceases to exist. So too, they do not complain about the place where they are residing, living, or working. They accept and resonate with the understanding that I am where I am needed to be. I am where I am needed to be. While transcending into their mindful consciousness, the Zen taskmasters focus on the wisdom which is providing them with the required solution, align with the state of oneness that is energizing their intellect, and come back with the energy to mindfully address the task. The pathway of oneness always leads to solution and fruitful outcomes. So this is one chapter from the book. Every chapter has an activity, has a checklist at the end. So before I finish this reading, I'm just going to answer to yourself, or if you want, you can raise both hands. One question from the checklist. Are you feeling free within? If yes, both hands. Thank you.
The signing of the book will be done after the event. Can we have Ms. Nagal Lakshmi from Bangalore?
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much, Dr. Pam, for allowing me to read some of the reviews. You just heard from Charu that we've got 17 reviews already, which in fact shows how impactful already it is. And it's my privilege, Dr. Pam, to read some of them. And thank you so much. This review is from Prakash Abraham, who is CEO of Spectrum Healthcare. He says, I've known Dr. Pramila Srimangalam for last so many years. She always does leave a very positive impression in one's mind. When she sent me a draft form of this book, I read it without much demur. I find this book has created a number of impressions in my mind. This book that can guide people to expand the horizons of her mental universe. I understand that this book is about Zen masters. That is new term for me. My impression is that this book is a great guidebook for attaining a great excellence in the life by freeing one's mind from various kinds of negativities. At the end of each chapter, there is a section that focuses on certain activities. Some are physical activities, some are mental activities, some are combination of both. The total framework of the book is on Zen masters and the philosophers. Holding on this framework, writing examines various items connected to an individual's life. Family relationship like goals, workplace ambience, and mental synergy are examined. What is being displayed is the capacity of human mind and its supernatural connection with physical universe. Our mind is the repository of so many silent impressions. And the aim of this book, as I understand it, is to recreate what our mind has stored in itself. So many ideas and activities are mentioned. The power of vibrant colors is also mentioned. The guidance goes through various pathways, including that of detachment and general abundance of positivity that comes forth from detachment. There are detailed steps that speaks on how to forget an unhelpful past and positivity that executes from maintaining the mental image of valuable person. The human mind is mentioned on Vayag, collecting various kinds of relationships, lessons, remembrances, appreciation, and such other things. We have no information on divine route that we have to journey through. What needs to be done is to focus our minds on positive things and to enable our minds to erase what is negative. The use of a note paper and pencil is described in connection with in its activity section. There are techniques described in detail in this book with regard to encompassing our mind with gratitude, forgiveness, divine energy, acknowledging our ancestors, getting rid of obsessive cravings, and such other things. The kindling flame, meditation, and attainment of state of absolute stillness of mind are some of the means to this end. The author speaks in detail about positive words, positive eating habits, life dreams, and such other things in connection with moral excellence, valor, merits, and strong personality. The book is essentially a guide on Zen pathway of life, and Seikastu is its science. Reading the book has been very refreshing, exhilarating, and learning experience. So look at this. He does not know what is Zen Master is, and he read such a beautiful review, Dr. Pam. It's so impressive, isn't it? Can we clap for Prakash, please? Can I read another one? This is from Hiral, who is Head Employee Engagement and Improvement Management, Kanika Space Reality Private Limited. She says, this book truly shares the beautiful way of meditative and mindful lessons of life and making simple positive impact on people's life, such a media looting times, isn't it? You're so looted with media. Seikastu takes the reader to the roots, showing the natural way of life with practical application and mindfully written affirmations. Dr. Pramila ji has written it in a Zenful way and simplified language any person can understand, easily implement in daily life to uplift themselves. I'm very fortunate, equally me and all of us, and honored to read this book beforehand. Me, being a Vipassana meditator, felt very close relevance and resonance with the book. My gratitude to Dr. Pramila ji to have faith in me in such a genius contribution to the society. Thank you so much. Ma'am, can I go on with one more?
Just one final one.
Thank you. Okay, this is from Bharat Goenka, Vice President Tally Solutions Private Limited. I was privileged to read Seikastu and found it very unusual in its construct. Rarely do we find a material where foundational philosophical concepts are linked to the practices which are easy to relate to and to follow. For most people, philosophy is nice to listen, and yet they do not know how they can make it contribute to their lives, simply because there are no associated practices which link them to this outcome. Dr. Pramila has managed to do this very well, and I hope that huge multitude of humanity will apply it to their lives. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to say that when I saw you first, I thought you were a fashion designer or something. I was like, अरे ये कौन call कर रहा है और सामने कौन आ रहा है? Doctor लिखा है, but designer. I was like, okay. But I was blown away by your thoughts, seriously. And honestly, we need a lady like you in our community who is a boss, a lady boss. You are dominating, you have beautiful thoughts, you are beautiful, like, if my mom would have been here, she would have been like, Shadi.com pe hai kya ye? We are blessed to have you here, ma'am. Your thoughts are beautiful, just like you.
Thank you. I now call upon Surendra ji, the support of spirituality without whom the pinnacle of Mindscan wouldn't have been where it is. And God sends you those people into your life who's meant for the highest of the evolution and purpose. So, please, Surendra ji.
It's pleasure, it's privilege to speak about God's own person, Dr. Pam, who is a writer of 12 books, 14 books, and also the medium to channel the messages. It's a beautiful gift of the God, and the way the Seikastu is born is really mystical and magical. I know you have heard from many people even from Dr. Pam, but I would like to share it in my own words. How this book got originated. Let us have a meditative journey with Dr. Pam to Lonavala. Dr. Pam is meditating with nature. What a grace. What a bliss to be one with the nature. Birds are chirping, beautiful sunlight, and Dr. Pam's gaze goes on the beautiful dewdrop. Can you appreciate the beauty of dewdrop? How beautiful it is. It is nature's way of creating a dewdrop, not mankind, on the leaf. And what Dr. Pam thinks on it, I will quote the words of Dr. Pam. On observing the dewdrops that had collected upon the grass, the dewdrop is breathing fresh aromas. Are you able to experience the fresh aromas of the dewdrop? And fragrance of nature. What a profound way of appreciating dewdrop became the source of Seikastu. It is an observation, a natural, a mindfulness, and it becomes the engine of inspiration. With this, when Dr. Pam reaches back to Mumbai, it is there in the mind how beautifully the dewdrop is living. And what about mankind? Busy in a rat race, hurry burry, always using shortcut mode, leading an artificial life. Let me guide humanity to live a life of a dewdrop. Enjoy the life of a dewdrop. Be in the bliss. Be as natural as possible. What is Zenness? Unwinding everything. Undoing whatever you have done. But to be as natural as possible. See the peace you get. See the coolness you get. When you think, I am natural. Like the child. How beautiful is a child? Everybody loves to hold a child. It is natural. And see where the journey of man has taken him to. With this, Dr. Pam goes into meditation with the Zen masters. There are downloads of guidances that is called as, the notes that are called as, which goes in the formation of Seikastu. This is given in 12 profound chapters. The working culture. How to mindfully be in the working culture. You know how is the culture now everywhere. Not to speak of. Less you speak, the better it is. Way towards mindfulness. How much are we mindful of ourselves? Do we have time to be mindfulness? Forget the state of mindfulness. The book is guiding on mindfulness. The Zen mantra for success at workplace. Who doesn't want success at a workplace? Everybody wants to be successful. But there is an easy way the Zen masters have guided through Dr. Pam to achieve success at workplace. Mastering relationship. I think this is the bitterness that gives in many of the lives 95% in humanity. There is a erosion of values in the relations. More than marriages, divorce are happening. Less meaningful, more materialistic, commercial, the relations are happening. It's a sad story everywhere. I will not blame anyone for that. But how to come out of it? The Zen masters are guiding by mastering relationship. Natural beauty. You know, whatever is original is more beautiful. So the word is self-explanative, natural beauty. Crafting happiness and contentment. Who doesn't want happiness? Who doesn't want to feel satisfied? The task masters, next chapter. Abundances in lives. How to achieve abundance in life. Zen masters are guiding in a mindful way. No efforts. As you read the book, you will get the guidance on how to achieve abundances. The spiritual universe, ascending with ancestral blessings. Mindfulness and meditation. And lastly, whatever we have received, giving back to the humanity or the society.
One short round of meditation, the mindfulness meditation. Yeah. So please anchor your consciousness while being seated down. Yeah, quickly grab your seat. I'll take you through the journey of mindfulness from one of the exercises listed in your Seikastu book. Seikastu, the Quintessence of Enlightenment. Let us join for a quick mindfulness activity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the blessings. May your heart and may your lives be blessed with abundance and of course the Zen lights of mastery. The Zen helps you to focus within yourself. So may I please request you to close your eyes, unwind, unwind. Yeah, that's a beautiful way to remove your specs when you are actually in the meditative zone. Because the minimal interaction, the better the observation within. Perfect. Thank you. Closing your eyes, aligning your posture. Connect with your breath very naturally. Your breath is your most natural gift and the resource to move forward in your life. Are you mindful to offer your gratitude to your personal breath? Or are you lacing your breath with lot of stress, lot of chaos, lot of to-do things, the task that is there in hand, and you have not honored your breath in that awareness that the chaos took the charge of your breath, but you were not aware about your breath. So at this time, as you are focusing upon your breath, beautifully, my mindful beings, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out stress, breathe in light. Observe that you are seated beautifully underneath a tree of lights. Tree blessed with abundance, the tree blessed with light. Lot of love is flowing from the tree. That's a beautiful mind scan tree of ascension. The very gifts of the nature are all present for humanity. It's a gift of divine, the gift of God, the gift of the universe. So find yourself seated underneath the tree of lights. And as you're breathing very naturally, let go of all your controls, emotional or thoughts related. Release your controls by breathing in and out couple of times. Focus on taking abdominal breathing now. Bringing in the air all the way down to your abdomen and breathing out from there. As you find that you are breathing so naturally, yet absorbing the lights coming from the tree, the shade, gifting you the healing, the energy of rejuvenation coming from the trees. Progress ahead, establishing inner focus and observe the Mother Nature. What are you drawn to connect in the nature? There are plenty of resources present in the nature, like the plants, the herbs, the minerals, the hopping bunny rabbits, the flying butterflies, the spider fly. May you also hear waterfalls. Maybe you sense some flow of breeze, maybe some light energy, the birds, the happy squirrels. Each are perfect in its creation and its co-contribution to the ecosystem. Place yourself in that ecosystem. You are a very important being and part of this ecosystem. And as you relate to yourself to be the important being in the ecosystem, please mindfully absorb the natural elements, energy, and the zenness coming from the natural gifts of life. And this is a time for you to practice plenty of gratitude to this blessed Mother Earth. Thank you, Divine Mother Earth. Thank you for gifting me shelter. Thank you for gifting me a platform to grow, rise, thrive, and ascend. Thank you, Sun Energy, to give me the hope of life. Let the Sun Energy clear your inner obstacles. The darknesses, let it be melted. If you consciously put your mind into absorption, the result, the outcome is naturally attained. At this time, may I ask you to bring your focus on what you're wanting to accomplish. Like, for example, task at work, or a healing that you are looking for, or something to do with your studies, or a sleep energy that you're wanting to work upon, journaling, or anything else, whatever is coming into your awareness as a task, mindfully choose that one area and bring your complete attention to that one chosen area, observing all the areas in it, even the most minutest one. Direct and infuse your energy into it through your gifted breath. Observe that it is motivating, energizing, and you are getting nourished with happiness and confidence energy. Practice this in your most mindful state, knowing that it is fully being accomplished and that you are gifting it the energy of strength. Your breath is the strength. Infusing the energy, finding the strength. Know that this is a gift of the Zen Masters to help you to find meaning in your existence, to lead a harmonious, peaceful life in the modern world. As you engage in this mindfulness technique, you are harmonizing oneness within. You know the gift of oneness. When you practice oneness, you are integrating mindfulness with gratitude, with appreciation, which is a Zen mindset that guides you in attaining the freedom in your pathway that you choose to address. So, as you contribute to this gift, may you surrender a Zen affirmation for your own body. I am creating a light body every day and creating an energetic and fitter body. I am creating a light body every day and creating an energetic, fitter body. I focus on the positivity of my body. I focus on the positivity of my body. I focus on a healthy body. I focus on a healthy body. My body is creative, radiant, happy and comfortable. My body is creative, radiant, happy and comfortable. My body is my blessing. My body is my blessing. Thank you, and thank you. My beautiful mindful beings, as you retrace your consciousness back from the Zen tree of lights and abundance, here's wishing you a year full of abundance with the Zen Master's lights. And may the task that you focused at this point of time, may it find the light to ascend in the immediate hours and within the next 3 Zen days of your awareness, offering gratitude to the nature, to your own self, and to the Zen masters who preserve the gifts of the knowledge for humanity for us to receive. Please reintegrate your consciousness back into your body, supremely aligning with your heart energy. And let there be light within your heart, because when you connect with the light within your heart is when you connect with the Zen way of life. With light, there is abundance. So may you be blessed with this light of abundance. Thank you, and thank you. Once you fully reintegrate and re-energize your consciousness, and you realize that you're back in your body, gently allow your palms to come together in the center of your heart. Touch and bless your heart and gift your heart a lot of love, because you deserve the light and the love. This is what is the gift of the lights. And thereafter, beautifully cup your eyelids, releasing all the tiredness from your eyes, releasing all the sorrows of your soul from your eyes. And thereafter, bless yourself, your body, front and your back of your body, and beautifully open your eyes to this new pathway of light, the Zen way of life. Thank you. Ensure to drink water. Lots of love. Stay blessed in your journey.
Thank you everyone for your presence here. We really appreciate your presence here. We are very grateful to each one of you for your valuable time, for your presence, and for your gift of the blessings. So promise one thing to yourself, that as you are going to go ahead and take this book, don't let it bite the dust, right? Be mindful to read the mindfulness book so that you integrate, implement, execute, and next year or whenever there is a next launch, let's have that understanding that you will come with that lot of mindfulness and you will spread it around. So with that, we thank you wholeheartedly for your presence here. Thank you.